Hey, happy Sunday night. Don't I look kind of ridiculous? Look, it's like I'm getting ready to go into battle or something, like I'm trying to save Scotland. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to do. I just put this cap on my head to keep my hair off my face because I put some stuff on my face and then I have these things on my face. These are called Gen Skin, Generation Skin. They're great. I actually like these. They help with puffiness under your eyes and whatnot. And sometimes I'll do these. I think you're supposed to do them in the morning or whatever. I don't have time in the morning to do much of anything beyond just what I have to. So I do it at night. These things are really gross though. They're slimy. It's like you're digging around in a bucket of worms. I'm gonna turn on the light and I'm gonna show this to you. Okay. So here's your bucket of slime. It's the stuff we go through to look nice. You know, people don't appreciate it. So you take the lid off and you can see already it's wet. Look. So they give you a spoon. Like, so you're thinking you're not going to get your hands slimy handling this stuff. But look, you have to scoop them out like fish eggs or an eel or something. Look, they're in there like a slimy yin-yang. So you have to scoop these little things out. There's a bunch of them in there. You have to sort of peel one away from the rest. And it's harder to do than you'd think. Ultimately, you end up reaching in there and just picking it out because it just, like, this little spoon doesn't do much to help. It gives you hope, but it doesn't actually do much. So you have to peel them out and then slap them on your face under your eye because we like torturing ourselves. You put your little, see, now the spoon is slimy. Don't forget to close it up. Lord knows you don't want it to dry out. So that's what I did a little while ago. I put this on, and you know, I do this like after I've brushed my teeth. I have no idea why my chin is red right there. I didn't do anything to it. It's just decided to get mad at me for, and maybe it's jealous because maybe it wanted one of these slugs on it. I don't know. It always ends up that I end up with this stuff on my face when I need to bend over a whole lot. Like I need to go empty some trash cans out and put some stuff away. And whenever you do, these things slide around on your face because they're wet, you know, and so you're constantly having to push it back up and it's just gross. I could take them off in a minute. Thank God, I'm ready to get rid of them. And when you go to pull them off, you have to be careful not to pinch them too hard because they'll come apart. Ugh. And it's just a nasty little wobbly thing that just, oh, gross. They stick to you like a slug. That was a nice sound. So, what have I got going on tomorrow? Well, I got to work in the morning. I got all the angel tree stuff in my car, like all of it. I got almost all of it in the trunk. I couldn't believe it. It was like the best game of Tetris. Like I'm just stacking everything in there. I had to put 2 things in the back seat, but other than that, it's all in the trunk. I made sure my car was locked because it's going to have to sit out there overnight. And in the morning, I'm going to go drop everything off. And I am so excited. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. And we got it in well before the deadline, which is the 10th. So that's good. And I have somebody coming by tomorrow to give me an estimate on redoing the exterior of my house. It's going to be the most expensive project I've done here yet. I've taken care of everything else I could do. I got my FU trees. They are lovely. The neighbor ladies had nothing to say about it. She came out and looked at them. She was out there talking to the guys while they were working. I don't know what she was saying to them, but she was out there talking to them. Probably talking shop about horticulture or some shit that she knows nothing about. Because that just sounds like something she'd do. Because she just knows everything. If you don't believe it, just ask her. Anyway, I got all that done. I got my crepe myrtle trimmed. I got my pink dogwood in the front yard. I'm excited. Of course, it's not blooming. I mean, it may not even bloom this spring, but it's out there. So now what I'm going to do is my house, part of my house is done in Masonite. And if you're familiar with Masonite, I know the face you just made when you heard me say that. Yeah, Masonite crumbles. It crumbles over time. It's good for like 20 years. And then it just starts to disintegrate. Yes, my siding is disintegrating and I've got to get it redone. And it's not the whole house, but it's most of, well, a portion of the exterior. A significant portion is Masonite. So I got to get the Masonite taken down and something else put up. And I have somebody coming tomorrow to discuss options and, you know, to decide what I want to go with and what I want to do. Because I honestly at this point don't know what I want to do. It's going to be, I know it's going to be expensive. I don't need them to tell me that. I know it's going to be god awful and it's going to take a while to pay off, but it's got to be done. I mean, I was looking at the back earlier today. I was out there watering my FU trees and I got to looking at it. There are these big whole sections on the back where the Masonite under the paint has just completely disintegrated. Like you can push in on it like it's mushy. I said, this is terrible. This has got to go. I have got to get this done as soon as possible. You know, so anyway, I'm going to get some estimates and talk to several different companies. One of my neighbors used to do that kind of stuff for a living. He's retired, but he gave me some names of some folks around here to talk to. So I'm going to get some I'm going to start collecting estimates and talking to people. I'm starting that process tomorrow. So I've got one guy from one company coming by tomorrow to take a look at everything and give me some idea of what we're looking at and what they can do. And then I'm going to talk to a couple other places. And it may take a while. So, oh, I'm getting my door redone. There's going to be, there's a whole damn saga behind my front door. Yeah, you thought that could be simple? I could just get my door replaced? Oh no, wait till you hear what's happened to my front door. Oh damn, it's been a nightmare. It's been you would think replacing a front door wouldn't be that big of a deal. How hard can it be, right? Just you wait. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it. It's going to be another one of those projects that spans over several months. I shit you not, to replace a front door. Months. I'm not, the whole project. Yeah, it's that messed up. And there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do except live with it and let them know that I'm not happy about it. Anyway, I'll tell you about all that once it's wrapped up, which I'm not even expecting it to be wrapped up until the end of this month. This is a project I started back in October. Yeah, so I got to pay for that. And then I can start looking at what it's going to cost to do all the Masonite. And there are some boards and things that up on my dormers that need to be replaced. And so I'm going to get an idea of what that's going to be. Lots of fun. But that's what I'm doing tomorrow. And I got to work in the morning, dropping off the angel tree stuff. Yeah, and well, I'm going to an exercise class tomorrow night. That's about it. That's the wild, exciting life that I live. So I got to finish putting on my nighttime coats of spackle, and I've got to get some sleep. I think it's the lighting in here. My eyes are not really that red. I don't know. It's like mugshot lighting in here. That's why I don't put on my makeup in here. The lighting in here is terrible. I actually do my makeup in the bathroom downstairs. The lighting in there is really good. The lighting up here is crap. So I do my makeup downstairs. So I have all my cosmetics in the bathroom down there. And up here I have vitamins, face creams and lotions. I still have my vacation cologne, eau de toilette. It's actually grown on me like a fungus. Like, I actually like this stuff now. I didn't like it at first, but I kept trying it. And every now and then after I get out of the shower, I would just spritz some of this on. And I actually have grown to really like this stuff. It grows on you. Kind of like mold, but it does. It grows on you. And I have some lip balm and my toothbrush and toothpaste, and no makeup up here because I don't do my makeup up here. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to show you my eye thingies. Oh, my eyes are nice and dry now. That's good. So I can move on and do my next step of stuff and get some sleep so I can get up bright and early. And I got to go fill my car up with gas at some point. I meant to do it literally every day last week, and every day last week it didn't happen. So that was one thing I was thinking, like, first thing in the morning, I'm going to go put gas in my car. This is stupid. You need to go put gas in your car. Quit putting it off. Just go do it. So I'm going to do that before I start running errands and everything. But I'm going to get the angel tree stuff dropped off tomorrow. And I just have such a good feeling about that. I really hope they like everything. I really hope they do. And so I'm kind of starting to think about stuff for next year, because there were a lot of angels left on that tree. It made me sad to see that there were so many on there that were not picked by anyone. So at least from that angel tree, they're not going to be getting anything at all. I thought about, when I dropped the stuff off, I thought about talking to somebody about next year, or even this year, if there's anything I can do this year. I'll ask them, is there anything I could do this year for the angels that nobody picked? That's a thought, because let's see, what's tomorrow, the 6th? That gives me well, they want everything dropped off by the 10th at the latest. So that gives me 4 days. I mean, I know I can't do something for all of them because there are a lot. It was sad to see how many were left. But I'm going to ask them if there's anything I can do for the ones that are left. And looking down the road to next year, is there, how can I help next year? What can I do to help next year? So I'm going to talk to them when I drop everything off. So I will let you know what I find out. Yeah, I know there are a lot of kids out there that won't get anything for Christmas, and it breaks my heart. I know when my kids were really small, when my younger son was first born, and they were little, I struggled financially, like seriously struggled. And honestly, there were a couple of Christmases, if it weren't for my mom and dad, they wouldn't have really gotten much of anything from me anyway, because I just could not afford to do anything. I was struggling big time. It was very tough. I had a lot of medical bills. I had, expensive daycare. I wasn't making a lot of money. It was tough. And I thought back then, I said, if I am ever in a position to help people the way my mom and dad helped me, I'm going to do it. I want to help other people who are struggling and they have kids and they want to give them a good Christmas. I want to do whatever I can to help somebody. And I'm going to continue doing that every year. As long as I'm able, I will continue to do it. So anyway, I'll talk to them and see what I can find out about the remaining angels. Because I am kind of curious, like, what happens to them? Do they just not get anything, or how does that work? And is there anything I can do for them this year so they'll get something, Is there anything I can do? And I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I find out. But anyway, I'm going to go. I have some random housework type things I want to do before I go to bed. And then I got to finish my face. And then I got to get some sleep because I got to get up early. But thank you so much for being here and for seeing my glamorous nighttime attire. It's really fancy up in here. I will see you again soon.